Hi there. I just wanted to give you a little info about tonight's homework. I'm quite positive I'll have parents emailing me asking why I'm not teaching standard algorithm or long division. And I do want to say that long division is not a 5th grade standard. That doesn't mean that I don't want you to teach it to them or that I'm not going to teach it to them. I actually do plan to do that before the end of the year because it is actually, there's kind of a discrepancy, and when they go into 6th grade, they're expected to know it, but it's not a 5th grade standard. So anyway, we will be teaching long division. For tonight, they're practicing a division strategy that I want them to practice. So everybody has a piece of paper that looks like this. There's also a backside. They need to do both problems, and I just want to show you the thought process here. So our word problem is J.K. Rowling wrote 320 copies of Harry Potter this year. They are shipped in boxes of 16. How many books are in each box? So our division problem is 320 divided by 16. And basically the idea of this grid is that the students are really familiar with this, and they are very aware, I'm going to do it down here to not get in the way of my problem. They're very aware that one of these boxes is worth 100. We've done a lot of work with this. I am fully confident that every student would be able to tell me that. So I'm going to start with my known number, or my divisor, and I'm going to basically create 16 groups on the side here. So again, the students would know that that's 10, and then I'm going to say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So those are my 16 groups that I need to put 320 pieces into. So now I could continue adding 16 over and over again until I get to 320. You and I know that's not an efficient strategy, but that is what multiplication is, right? It's repeated addition. So 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16, however many times till I get to 320. We don't want that to happen because that's not efficient, it's not quick. So instead, we're going to make some bigger jumps. For example, the students know that this is 100. And then these rows of 6 down here, so 6, if this is 10 times 6, I'm now building an array, they would quickly be able to tell me that that's 160, or sorry, that's 60. So far, I have 16 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 groups of 10, which is 160. Now again, we could go on and say, okay, well, let's start adding 16 again. And do that till I get to 320. Or I always say, can I add an entire additional 160? And the students would say, well, yeah, you can, because I know 160 plus 160 is 320. I didn't pick a very difficult problem, did I? And so I could shade in another 160. And now I can figure out, I definitely have 320 squares in this region here. And it took me 1, 2, 3, or I know that this is 10, this is 20. It took me 20 groups of 16 to make 320. I'm going to do that one more time, and I'm going to do it just a little bit quicker. And if you don't want to listen again, feel free to turn me off. So Grayson and Nevaeh had a birthday. They wanted everyone to bring treats. There were 20, that's not supposed to, oh yeah. There were 22 people. One person brought 462 cupcakes. That's a busy person. How many cupcakes would everybody get? So 462, whoops, divided by 22. So I'm going to say again, 22 is my known number. So I know here's 10, 20, 22. Write that on the side. I need to make 462 squares fit into those 22 rows. Sorry, that's the intercom. So I'm going to start by saying, I know I could do 100. Here's 200. Whoops, 100. That's 200 together. And here's 20. So far I have 220, and I might just keep track of it. Can I do a whole nother 220? Well, 220 plus 220 is 440, so yes, I can. I'm going to do it again. There's 220. I'm at 440, and I have to think to myself, how many more do I need? I can't do another 220. So now this is where I will add 22 at a time. If I do 22 more, I could say to myself, well, I had 440, 450, 460, 462. How many columns did it take? 10, 21. So now I know that 22 times 21 equals 462, or to answer the original problem, my answer is 21. Now, just to be clear, on Friday's test, they may use whatever strategy they want to divide. They do not have to use this. Some students need the visual, just like when I ask them to do something like 140, oh, that's too big. Let's say 60 divided by 6. Okay, they know that one. That's a bad example. Oftentimes I'll say draw. Let's pretend they're cookies. 60 cookies divided by 6 friends. Each friend has a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many cookies will each friend get? And we'll start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, until we get to 60 and count how many's on each plate. Some students need that visual. Some don't. Try to teach them long division, and if it sticks, it sticks. If there's another method that sticks, like the ratio table, guess and check, that's fine. For this assignment, I want them to practice. For Friday's test, they can do any strategy they want. I hope that helps, and email me if you have any questions. Catch me if I make a mistake. Last video had a mistake. Nobody said anything. I was very embarrassed. Now I'm calling it out. All right, thanks.